If you want to learn some great romantic ways to ask a girl out, then I've got you covered. I'll show you a couple of things you can do to get a date with a girl in a way that's not plain or boring. I'll also give you some creative ideas about asking girls out in a romantic way without overdoing it and blowing your chances. That's because if you do it the wrong way, there's a high chance of rejection and you may even end up looking like a creep. Asking girls out in a romantic way requires a bit of creativity. There are plenty of more ordinary ways to ask a girl out. We've covered a bunch of different ways you can land a date that's more ordinary. But there's other ways of doing it too. But some men don't like asking girls out the old-fashioned way, by exchanging numbers and offering to go for a coffee or dinner date. Well, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing those things. If you want to be a little bit more romantic and creative in your efforts to woo women, then that's great. Also, some women, particularly those who have dated around, are tired of guys asking them out in a way that requires zero effort. There are women who want to see if you will put some effort into your date and are tired of the same old stuff. There are women who believe that if you put significant effort into asking them out and into the date, you'll also be putting more effort into your eventual relationship. That said, when you're learning about romantic ways to ask a girl out, you should understand that this could also be a double-edged sword. By that, I mean if you make it too cheesy or corny, some women will be turned off by what you're doing and will refuse you. But if you make it endearing, rather than cheesy or creepy, then most women will appreciate your gesture greatly. Finally, most of these ways require you to actually know the girl beforehand, either through work, school, hobbies or other types of gatherings and activities. These ways aren't very suitable for asking random women who you meet in your day-to-day life, because they may seem like you care too much, too soon. In those instances, these grand gestures come off creepy, and that's the last thing you want to do. 1. Write it down on a hidden t-shirt. This is one of those romantic ways to ask a girl out that takes a little bit of planning. You'll have to go to a print shop that does custom writing on t-shirts first. Then pick something that looks nice and suits your style, and order a custom message made specifically for the girl you like. It can say something like, "Will you go out with me, Stacy?" or anything you wish that invites her on a date. Now, before you meet the girl you're interested in, wear a hoodie, sweater, coat or something similar over the t-shirt, so she doesn't notice it immediately. The most important part here is the surprise. Then, go meet her and talk to her. After a while, if your conversation seems to be going well, say you want to show her something really cool. After that, it's up to you how you want to do the reveal. Make it as light-hearted, playful and cheesy as you like at this point. I know what I said before, but when it comes to this particular move, there's no such thing as too much cheese. But you should know your target audience, and cheese it up to the level she'd actually find funny. If you've got Little Miss Straight Edge over there, this won't work terribly well. For a girl that appreciates a little cheesy humor, you can have a blast making it as punny or silly as you want. For example, you can do a little spin, quickly lift up your jacket, and say "ta-da," while pointing your fingers towards the writing on your chest. More likely than not, that'll make her laugh, and once she sees and reads the actual message, she'll think it's the cutest and most romantic thing ever. 2. Offer her a piece of gum. A particularly cute and light-hearted yet romantic way to ask her out would be by offering her a piece of gum, but with a twist. Without a twist, it's just another cheesy way of asking a girl out. If you see her often, prepare a special stick of gum for her by writing a cutesy or romantic message on the wrapping paper. Then, when you see her, start a conversation with her. At some point during conversation, offer her some gum in a nonchalant way. Just make sure the particular piece containing your message is the one sticking out of the pack. She'll take it, unwrap it and see the message you wrote. It can be a very simple one, for example, "Let's go on a date," or "Will you go out with me?" Most of the time, she'll be so taken aback by this sweet and romantic gesture that she'll accept right there on the spot. 3. Write her a clever note. Writing someone you fancy a note is a very old-fashioned, yet romantic way of asking her out on a date. Just don't make it lengthy, keep it short, sweet and simple. For example, write that you'd love to have the pleasure of her company for a specific event, evening, or just a date. You can even make it cute by giving her multiple funny choices to tick down when accepting your date. Just don't use any clever innuendos or double entendres, because she can easily misconstrue those, and you'll seem a little bit creepy. Also, for bonus points, either have someone she knows deliver her the note, or even send it to her house along with some chocolates and a bottle of wine. If she doesn't have your number yet, leave it in the note, so she can call you back. You don't want to wait too long to ask a girl out with this method, or you might not have another chance. 4. Sing it. If you have musical talent or a great voice, you can ask a girl out in a romantic way by making a little song or poem about her. Then, when you meet her and talk to her, say you just thought up a cool song and would like to sing it to her. If you do it the right way and you have a great voice, she'll be instantly blown away and will mostly accept your invite on the spot. This does require some musical talent, but it's one of the surest ways to get a positive answer. because it'll show that you've obviously put a lot of thought and effort into it, and that you have a great talent as well. Women love talented men, it's as simple as that. Although, if you can't sing to save your life, or if your voice sounds like someone's using a cheese grater on a rock, then see if you have a friend with a great voice. This also works quite well, but it may be a little bit impersonal if you just stand there while your friend is singing. Instead, the two of you can simply go up to the girl you like, and he can do the singing and pointing at you part, while you can do a little silly dance routine while looking pretty. This way of asking a girl out is so cute and endearing that she'll think it's super romantic. Plus, it's also quite unique if you get a friend to help you with your little sing and dance number. 5. Film yourself and send her a video. This is another great way to ask someone out in a romantic fashion. Go somewhere where there's excellent scenery. It could be a place out in nature, at the beach, or if you prefer the city, on top of a great-looking high-rise building. Make sure the setting's beautiful, compelling and unique. Then record yourself with your phone, saying how much you enjoy going to places like this, and how great you think it is here. Tell her you think she'd make a wonderful companion on one of your trips to such a place. Then just ask her out to come with you on such a road trip date. You can even add some great background music if you want. When you're done, send this video to either her email, social media or whatever messenger she's using. If you make the video compelling enough, she'll think you're being super romantic and will accept. 6. Give her a pastry with a message. If you think the girl you're interested in has a sweet tooth, then this is a great way to ask her out. Bake some muffins, cupcakes, cookies or whatever else you prefer. Write her name on them along with a message like "Go out with me." Then just give her a bunch in a nice little package once you meet with her. Say you enjoy cooking, and you thought she'd like them. Once she sees your message, she'll think it's cute and very romantic. 7. Propose the date. This is one of the silliest yet most romantic ways to ask a girl out if you pull it off successfully. You simply get down on one knee and ask her, "Will you go out with me?" Also, to increase the chances of success and not seem needy or desperate, do it in a very playful and overly dramatic way. It shouldn't look like you're being very serious. Instead, it should look like you're having a laugh, and that you're not taking yourself too seriously at all. One of the easiest ways to do that with a candy ring like a ring pop. Now you know some creative and romantic ways to ask a girl out on a date. These are just some examples that work, and there are many other great ways you can think of if you use your imagination. The more creative the way you ask her out on a date will be, the better results you'll have. Just don't go overboard and try to make sure you don't take yourself too seriously when you do this. Otherwise, she won't think it's cute and instead will think you're being weird. The point is to make her giggle and laugh and then accept your proposal.